Have you at any point thought about what illustrations many individuals realize past the point of no return throughout everyday life? Prepare, in light of the fact that in this video I will uncover those examples according to the viewpoint of apathy, offering you integral assets to confront difficulties and develop as a person. Presently, assuming you are new here, kindly like the video and buy in. Measurements show that just 15% of my crowd is bought into the channel, so assuming this content has assisted you in any capacity, I would asking you to buy in and hit the warning chime. Presently we should begin finding how these ageless examples can offer clearness and course in current mayhem. Buckle down peacefully and let your prosperity make all the commotion. You are the main individual who must be with you always, so begin loving yourself and what your identity is. Never let a terrible day cause you to feel like you have a terrible life. Consistently you consume contrasting your time on earth with another person's is a subsequent you lose of your own. In the event that you could do without something about your life, you need to transform it. It won't change for you. At the point when you compose the tale of your life, don't let any other individual hold the pen. Each individual in your life is an educator. Some achieve illustrations, love and backing, others help you what to stay away from. Overthinking ruins you, ruins what is happening, twists things, makes you stress over worthless inquiries, and aggravates everything than it truly is. Try not to stress over what individuals say despite your good faith. They are individuals who generally pick apart your life as opposed to fixing the shortcomings in their own. Quit searching for the positive qualities in individuals and begin searching for good individuals. You need to make the right decision for you. No other person is strolling from your perspective. The more thankful you are, the more things you will draw in to be appreciative for. You can rest so individuals can stroll over you, and they will in any case gripe that you're in their direction. At the point when you contemplate life, recollect this: no measure of culpability can change the past, and no measure of tension can change what's in store. Focusing on yourself isn't childish. You see the genuine nature of an individual when you are as of now not helpful to their life. Try not to get hitched in light of the fact that you believe it's something you ought to do. You don't have as much time as you suspect. Tell your loved ones that you love them and say it frequently. Assuming that you've never addressed whether you went with the best choice, you haven't faced an adequate number of critical challenges. Not every person is with you as is commonly said they are. Never trust what somebody says, watch what they do. You can't adore somebody enough to make them love you back. Be cautious with your words. Whenever they are said, they must be excused, not neglected. Try not to let somebody who violated you make you believe something isn't quite right about you. Be adequately shrewd to understand that life doesn't sit tight for you to be all right. Go where you are valued, not recently endured. Fix your body prior to anything more. Having a powerless body is an impression of your wrecked brain, your absence of resolve, discipline, and your unfortunate important choices. A few separations will favor your life. Genuine progress doesn't rely upon looking for approval from others. It comes from immediately jumping all over chances, demonstrating what you are able to do, and accomplishing your objectives in spite of the difficulties. At the point when you find somebody more brilliant than you, work with them. Don't be threatened by them. Try not to deprecate yourself since they didn't esteem you. Know your value regardless of whether they. On the off chance that you will forfeit what you need most for what you need now, your future will continuously be brimming with frustrations. Being single with true serenity is obviously superior to being involved with somebody who makes your life hopeless. Once in a while you simply need to say no and disregard the culpability that follows. Frequently, the best thing and the hardest thing are something very similar. What you truly do today can work on the entirety of your days to come. Once in a while throughout everyday life, your circumstance will rehash until you gain proficiency with the example. It doesn't make any difference assuming that you're correct. At times individuals you encircle yourself with will mold your life in surprisingly ways. Some of the time there is no best choice to make. In those cases, first pursue a choice and afterward work to make it right. The greatest and most horrendously awful slip-up you can make in life is to persistently expect that you will make one. Figure out how to be content and content with yourself. On the off chance that you want organization to be content, it will debilitate you. You are not answerable for what others expect of you. Not all contemplations should be communicated. There are things in life we would rather not occur however need to acknowledge, things we would rather not know yet need to learn, and individuals we can't survive without yet need to give up. Regardless of who attempts to show you life illustrations, you will not comprehend them until you live them yourself. You can begin your life once again whenever you need. You can begin being the individual you really need to be today, at this moment. Individuals who ask the most from you are the ones who do the least for you. Never penance these three things: your family, your heart, or your poise. Continuously look where you're going, not where you've been. Once in a while not individuals change, yet the veil that tumbles off. Extend regard even to individuals who don't merit it, not as an impression of their personality but rather as an impression of yours. At the point when you can't find an answer for an issue, it most likely isn't an issue to settle, however a reality to acknowledge. Nothing vanishes until it trains us what we really want to be aware. Try not to go with extremely durable choices in view of brief feelings. Now and then it's smarter to just leave specific individuals, regardless of how hard it is. Certain individuals just do not merit the work to comprehend. To know somebody's personality, don't simply notice their activities, yet in addition their responses. Faking a reaction is more enthusiastically. The manner in which individuals treat you is an impression of their personality, not yours. Botches are confirmation that you are attempting. Try not to put together your self-esteem with respect to the assessments of others. Do nothing you'll later need to lie about, causing others to appear more appealing. Light ventures quicker than sound. That is the reason certain individuals appear to be splendid until you hear them talk. Now and again you simply have to unwind and have confidence that the situation work out. Give up a bit and just let life occur. Life is intrinsically hazardous. There is just a single large gamble you ought to stay away from no matter what, and that is the gamble of sitting idle. Overthinking ruins you, ruins what is going on, twists things, makes you stress over purposeless inquiries, and aggravates everything than it truly is. Try not to stress over what individuals say despite your good faith. They are individuals who generally pick apart your life as opposed to fixing the shortcomings in their own. You can become hopelessly enamored at least a couple of times. You don't have to stress much when somebody you love leaves you. More often than not, it's overall a positive thing. You'll need to arrive at exceptionally reasonable conclusions about what you need from life and how you will get it. In the event that you don't pursue those choices, life will make them for you. Change happens when we conflict with all that we are accustomed to doing. Disappointment shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. Feeling awful in the wake of settling on the best choice is typical. Regardless of how kind and agreeable you are, certain individuals will loathe you. Don't squander your energy on them. Difficult situations are really a gift since they wake you up to the beneficial things you never focused on. Never attempt to acquire somebody's compassion. Individuals who care about you will show up for you when you really want them. You can't make somebody love you by giving them what they never again appreciate. More often than not, you need to swallow the aggravation and figure out how to develop all alone. Cash doesn't ensure joy, however neediness can bring huge difficulties. Stowing away from your concerns won't make them vanish. Confronting them is the best way to develop. Second thoughts can continue for your entire life in the event that you don't figure out how to pardon yourself as well as other people. The time you spend contrasting yourself with others is time squandered on futile contemplations. Frequently, individuals will exploit your consideration in the event that you let them. Issues are seldom all around as terrible as we suspect, or rather, they are exactly essentially as awful as we suspect. Here and there excruciating things can show us examples we didn't think we had to be aware. Be blissful all alone, don't search for another person to approve your reality. Go about as though you've previously been there previously. You ought to invite change, when in doubt, however not as your ruler. Since things might have been different doesn't mean they would have been something more. Life doesn't get simpler or seriously sympathetic, we get more grounded and stronger. Not the missteps characterize one's personality yet the way that one answers those errors. Individuals will dishearten you, so never totally trust anybody. Difficult work doesn't necessarily ensure a good outcome, yet lethargy more likely than not ensures disappointment. You won't ever be genuinely cheerful assuming that you continually look for approval from others. The quest for flawlessness is vain, go for the gold. Your value is non-debatable, never settle for any person or thing that lessens it. Be cautious with what you endure, you are showing individuals how to treat you. You won't ever be 100% sure about a choice, yet consistently go with a choice since returning and fix it than not make it at all is better. Regardless of who attempts to show you life examples, you will not comprehend them until you live them yourself. You can begin your life once again whenever you need. You can begin being the individual you really need to be today. At the present time, individuals who ask the most from you are the ones who do the least for you. Never penance these three things: your family, your heart, or your pride. Figure out how to express no without feeling remorseful. Safeguard your time and needs. Maybe you're not recuperating in light of the fact that you're attempting to be who you were previously. That individual no longer exists since there is another you attempting to be conceived. There will constantly be somebody who can't see your value. Don't allow it to be you. You advance nothing from life assuming you believe you're in every case right. Nobody owes you anything. You need to work for what you need throughout everyday life. There are things we would rather not occur yet need to acknowledge, things we would rather not know yet need to learn, and individuals we can't survive without yet need to give up.